Sometimes the reason why some people forget easily what they have learned may be due to wrong motive. It may not be attributed to a poor learning strategy. And so in this video, I'll be sharing 3 reasons why you should not read. 3 wrong motives you should not have when learning. Reading is a cardinal form of learning. It is categorized as one of the oldest forms of learning. And in this video, I'll be making more emphasis to reading. However, there are other forms of learning which some of you already are aware of. One of it is audiovisual, and one of the platforms in which a lot of people use is YouTube, which you are currently using to learn what I am teaching you. Some other persons use podcast, and it's an auditory form of learning. Also, auditory form of learning can be seen when you listen to your lecturer, listen to your facilitator, or an educator who is there informing you or teaching you new or bringing you into a new form of learning process. All right, so there are 3 reasons, and we are going to be looking at them. Number 1, reading to excel academically. This seems to be one of the major factors not to recall what they have learned. Although it looks harmless, but it's harmful when this motive it results to them cramming or memorizing, not reading to understand the concept, not reading to understand the material, not reading because they want to apply, but just for the sole aim of excelling academically. But the reason why this is dangerous is because after school, or after having the good grades, and after everyone may have celebrated you find out that when you go outside, life outside school requires that you apply what you've learned in school. It requires that you apply what you've read in school. And this is where the other person who had crammed all through to get good grades become or stay at a disadvantaged position in life. And so it is very important that we or you should not read solely to excel academically. Number 2, do not read under pressure. Do not read to prove a point. Do not read to prove to your friend that you know more about the course. Do not read to meet a target. Do not read to score certain grades. You may end up covering the voluminous book. You may end up watching 20 hours of educational videos, but yet do not understand what you have read or what you have learned or what you have watched. The reason a lot of students brag about what they have learned, or the reason a lot of students are not recalling, is because they are reading under pressure. And neurologists made us to understand that when you learn at ease, or when you learn in a relaxed mood, you tend to recall information easily. That is why athletes, sportsmen, footballers, and basketballers, and other athletes train in a relaxed mood. They are made to train so that they can anticipate any eventuality when they are on the field and be able to make right judgment at the point of any eventuality. And this because they have learned the process in a relaxed mood. And so when they are under pressure to give the result, they already have it in their brain, and the responsive time, or the time at which they recall, who have learned under pressure, takes a lot of time to recall, or may forget in the process when the information is required of him or her. Right? So it is very important that you learn in a relaxed mood. The third reason why you should not learn is learning or forced to learn. That means you have to read under supervision. When you're forced to learn, maybe when your parents force you to learn, or when your guardians force you to learn, or when your educator force you to learn, that state results to the student or to the individual forgetting what he or she may have learned under supervision. So it is very important that you develop love for learning, that you develop love for reading, that you develop love for your education, that you develop love for learning, because if you do not have love for what you do, it will not remain in your brain. And so it is important that as a student or as an individual, your motive behind learning should come from a place of love and not from a place where you're forced. Now, these motives, they are all harmless at the beginning. Like I stated when I was speaking about reading to excel academically, they are all harmless at the beginning. Reading to excel academically is harmless at the beginning. Reading under pressure is harmless at the beginning. Reading under supervision is harmless at the beginning. But when it is continued, it becomes harmful because it destabilizes you and it prevents you from recalling and retaining easily. Right. So if you have enjoyed this video and you want to get more value, please subscribe to my channel so that you'll be the first to see the uploaded video. And also, if you enjoyed what I've just taught, please like the video, place your comment, and also share to someone who you feel would value the content in this video. My name remains Obongjo. Please, if you're interested to get any of my books or attend any of my trainings, you can copy this link and put on any of your search engine, on your Chrome, on your Google, or Firefox, whatever search engine you use, and it will be directed to my page where you can easily get access to my book. This link is called seller.co/m/Obongjo. Thank you very much for listening.